claiming that Gates had engineered a virus in order to microchip everyone.
Would you believe this? No one would seriously believe this, right? Enough people do. Finding posts and videos supporting that theory wasn't really hard. Especially in crisis situations like this, people tend to believe in conspiracy theories. A study by YouGov from 2019 showed that almost 50% of the American population believe in at least one conspiracy theory. 11% of the entire American population believed that the moon landing was faked. This particular example is really interesting because there's a lot of information, data, and facts supporting the moon landing.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Still, over 10% of Americans believe it, despite the given proof. The fact that 22% of Americans believe that climate change is a hoax is even more stunning when you consider the amount of available information and data on this topic. How can so many people seemingly deliberately ignore scientific facts and rather believe in theories that most of the times can be debunked by experts in a few sentences? Throughout history, the human mind has become hardwired to believe in intentional causality. For instance, when hearing rustling noises in the bushes, it's safer to believe it's a threat than to assume it's just a breeze. Disregarding the noise may lead to danger, but believing that there's a threat means you will take action to avoid harm regardless of the fact if there's actually something there. Our mind is automatically identifying patterns to predict future outcomes, but it also can lead to the formulation of false patterns, like when you see faces in inanimate objects. This is one of the contributing factors to why people believe in conspiracy theories. Humans have a tendency towards confirmation bias. That's why it's difficult for some people to admit being wrong, because admitting something wrong may feel like admitting that there's something wrong with us personally. This is why we give more weight to evidence that supports our already existing beliefs, and exclude evidence that contradicts those beliefs. All contributing factors to why we believe in conspiracy theories get more exacerbated at times when we feel powerless or we feel like we don't have control over our lives. In other words, fear is one of the biggest contributing factors on why people believe in conspiracy theories. Basically, we desperately look for a way to restore our sense of agency, and we will convince ourselves into knowing what is going on, even if that means we deliberately ignore facts.
Yakaladılar. Yakaladılar ya. Yakaladılar. Köşede.
Tobias Ratjen was born in the year 1977 in the German city Hanau. He was a normal kid, playing soccer in his early years and going through school normally. He was a marksman and the legal owner of 3 pistols. From the outside he appeared like a normal guy, but he was engrossed by his conspiracy theories. Throughout his life he has contacted the police multiple times, stating that he was illegally supervised, and he tried to file a complaint against an unknown secret government organization. He believed in many racist, anti-Semitic and xenophobic conspiracy theories. He also was the owner of an online webpage with links to other web pages and videos he found interesting. All of those web pages and videos were linked with conspiracy theories. Topics he appears to have followed include missing people, supposed experiments with alien remains, and technology by the US government. He also talked about illegal CIA mind control experiments in the 1950s and 60s known as MK Ultra and supposed psychic abilities. He also posted a video of himself on YouTube, in which he made outlandish claims about evil rituals and child abuse on secret military bases, and urging people to distrust mainstream media.
This is my personal message to all Americans. They use unknown, evil methods like mind control and hold up a modern system of slavery.
His belief in conspiracy theories might have been a big contributing factor on why he did a mass shooting and killed 11 people, including his mother and himself.
At least 10 people were killed when a gunman went on a shooting rampage in Hanau on Wednesday night. 9 of the victims were gunned down at 2 separate shisha bars.
We'll title this tape Planet Earth About to be Recycled. Your only chance to evacuate is to leave with us.
This religious cult believed in nothing the government said and went ahead to establish a new religion which resulted in a mass suicide. The newly founded religion believed that the earth is going to be recycled, meaning that the entire population is renewed by killing all life forms on our planet. Only a spaceship could save them from dying, according to their leader. In November of 1996, an amateur astronomer called Chuck Schramek released a photo of the comet Hale-Bopp. The picture that was taken, though, was misinterpreted by Schramek. He thought that the glowing object on the photo was 4 times the size of Earth. This, of course, was not actually the case. The followers of Heaven's Gate believed this information was true, and so they were convinced that the comet was the sign they were waiting for. 3 days before the comet was the closest, Marshall Applewhite, the mentally ill leader of the cult, filmed himself saying that mass suicide is the only way to escape the Earth. Applewhite and his followers thought that their souls are going to be transferred on board of the spaceship to receive a higher level of development when they are going to commit suicide. On the 26th of March 1997, the corpses of Applewhite and his 38 followers were found in their mansion. They committed suicide in 3 phases. The first phase was on the 24th, resulting in 15 deaths. The second phase was on the 25th, resulting in another 15 deaths. The last phase was on the 26th, resulting in 9 deaths, including Applewhite himself. We knew that we wanted to do something special in this video. So, we made a little experiment of our own. We were going to create a person from scratch. Creating a person requires some work, but it's not impossible. So we created a Twitter and Facebook profile and got to work. We gave him a name, a birth date, an address, and a relationship. Where did he go to school? Where did he go for his last summer vacation? In order for him to seem authentic, we would need to have some normal posts. We theoretically could have used some pictures of random persons online, but we didn't want to put words in anyone's mouth. So we had to create our own images. We looked at real profiles of people at about the same age as our character and created posts that roughly matched those. Next, we got into some conspiracy theorist groups. For one, we were asked to tell our opinion on vaccines. When we got in, we started thinking of things we could post. We wrote a post. It didn't present any facts or evidence, it just presented a hypothesis. At first, many people recognized the posts as what they are, bold claims. But after a while, more people saw our post, and with that happening, more people started supporting us. It's safe to say that we got more support in Facebook groups than on Twitter, but overall our conclusion is that you could theoretically post something with no truth or facts behind it, and it would not only get attention but also support. Conspiracy theories don't get that much attention by the public, even though they can be extremely dangerous. It's on the educational system to solve this problem. People need to be taught what evidence is and that statements that are not backed by any evidence are scientifically worthless. People also need to be taught how to recognize conspiracy theories and how to react to them. We saw how easy it is to convince people without having any supporting facts.